Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome to your December monthly general intuitive tarot reading for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Aries. Right off the bat, I want to start by apologizing for my voice. I have been very much under the weather, but I wanted to get you these readings out, so apologies. Now, we've come to the end of another year, and I want to say thank you to all of you. I'm very deeply honored that you listen to this channel and that you keep coming back. So hopefully in the new year, I will be able to expand the channel a bit with different types of readings. So I would just say continue to stay tuned and hit those subscribe and like buttons. Now, if you are new to the channel, hello and welcome. This is Universal Wisdom Tarot. And as always, please remember not all messages will resonate with everyone, as it's a general intuitive tarot reading for the collective. So just as I always tell everyone, take what does, leave the rest for someone else. And I want to start by, before we dive into the astrological aspects anyway, I'm going to be announcing right now my final contest of 2024 this month. So, here's the prize. Are you ready? It's a biggie. It is a package of 4 free personal tarot readings. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. And I will say that again, free. All right? There are 4 different types of readings within this package. All of them are free to you. And to be eligible, that is also free. And I will tell you all about that, a bit more about that at the end of the video if you are interested in winning 4 free personal tarot readings at the end of this video. Just stick with me through to the end, all right? So let's get into the astrology for the month. Key aspects that I like to call out anyway, and I'm going to start with December 6th. And Mars retrograde is going to begin on that day in the sign of Leo, all right? So it kicks off pretty much in early December, and it's in effect right through, or at least up until February of 2025. Now, a Mars retrograde can make us feel grumpy or irritated or frustrated, right? So it's really, good to have a healthy outlet when you're feeling upset. Walking in nature, doing some sort of physical exercise like going to the gym, maybe getting a hobby, getting into creative projects, new or old ones maybe that you left by the wayside. And on December 7, Neptune's retrograde is actually coming to an end, which means that, if you have been feeling foggy, that actually starts to lift now, all right? So you should start to feel better connected to your subconscious and your intuition. Also on that same day, Venus enters Aquarius, which can help you to connect with your friends or groups that you belong to. And in love, a foundation of friendship can be really important, and you can make changes in your relationships that will help you to grow closer. On the 15th of December, Mercury retrograde also comes to an end, and you may start to feel that you're getting back on track, but because Mars is still retrograde, you might not feel 100%, all right? And then lastly, I want to call out on December 24th, the biggie, okay? The big astrological aspect this month is Jupiter-Saturn square. Squares can be tricky energy. It is the second one that these 2 planets have had this year. The first one was back in August, if you remember. I believe it may have been around the 12th or the 19th or something like that, or in that period of time. So, Saturn is the planet of limitations and challenges. I'm just going to call that out. Roadblocks to success are possible. It is December 24th, which is Christmas Eve, so I don't know how that'll all play out for you, but just want to call it out, all right? Okay, my friends, let's get into your tarot readings, and let me give thanks to the angels, spirits, guides, and the universe for the messages they provide and for assisting me in interpreting the messages for the highest vibrational good of my Aries seekers. Oh, look at that. You had a flipper. That's interesting. Queen of Wands was flipped already as I'm cutting the deck. That's totally amazing. Well, we're going to see if that comes back out for you, but it certainly tells me you're very busy in the month of December. We're going to find out. You're being a mover, a shaker, a doer. All right, Aries. 4 cards for you for the month of December. 4 cards for Aries, please. Oh, you start out with the sun. Beautiful. You have the 6 of Swords. You do have the 3 of Swords as well. And you have the 4 of Swords. At the bottom of the deck is fabulous. You have the 9 of Cups. My goodness, you have some very, very beautiful energy here. That is your overarching energy for the month. And the first 2 weeks looking really beautiful with the Sun card, obviously, and the 6 of Swords. Things really going well for you in the first half of the month. The second half of the month, I say, gets a little bit more sticky. You do have the 3 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. But what I'm going to say to you, my dear friends, is I do feel for the most part, it's because we're getting into the latter half of December, being we get closer to the Christmas season. And what happens is that sometimes these thoughts or feelings get accumulated in the year. Excuse me. And they start to surface sort of at the end of the year when we have a bit of a time to take a retrospective and start to experience maybe thoughts of like shoulda, coulda, woulda, right, about the year. And, sort of another year blown by is what I want to say. And so I think I wouldn't worry so much about it, but I just, do feel like for somebody out there, you might be experiencing some headaches or some migraines as a result of all of this thought. You do need to take a break in this last week and just chill out. As maybe don't go out for New Year's. I'd say just after the Christmas rush, you're going to want to really just let things calm down a little bit. We're going to get into this in a little bit. I do want to start very much with the 9 of Cups, because that is such a beautiful energy that you really did. You really, you kind of hit the jackpot with that, because it is the overarching energy, which says that, whatever you're wishing, it's a wish card, right? So, it is one of the most promising cards in the whole deck. And it is the achievement of an important desire, right? That you really have wanted to fulfill. So if there's something that you want to fulfill, either you get it at the start of this month because of that Sun card, or I would even say that, certainly you will achieve it in some point in this month. Now, I don't know what that is in relation to, and we'll start to clarify when we get into certainly the Sun and the 6 of Swords. We'll start to understand where all this wishing and good energy is coming from. And, I just say, this is the fulfillment of sort of a life dream, maybe, maybe even just having some luxuries, some life luxuries is what I want to call them, all right? So let's get into the clarifiers, and let's talk about this wishing and what's wonderful for you here in this month. And let's just start to clarify the Sun card, okay? Now, the Sun card is, along with the Nine of Cups, if there's another card you really want to get in this deck, the Ten of Cups is one of them, but also the Sun card is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's positivity, like, to the max, really. It brings happiness and success and triumph. And if you are in a relationship, I'd say that's going really well for you. If you're in a marriage, I'd say it's probably you're at the happy time. You're very contented, right? I'm feeling that there's prosperity. For the most part, there's good health, although I do feel for you there's something here at the end of the month, and we'll talk about that. But the sun's pretty much shining down on you. Now, if I would say to you, if you had a question, the answer to that is yes. Okay? So, there's definitely some radiance here. Let's qualify the Sun card. Can you clarify the Sun card, please? Clarifying the Sun card? Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. You've been working very hard on something. I don't know what it is, but you've been putting all of your focus and your energy into something. Now, I would say maybe it's a craft. Maybe it is, just your business in general or your office work. When we come to the end of the year, they have high expectations of us when we're in a company. Give me 1 second. Just need to take a quick sip of water. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I just want to say that I'm pretty sure, as I said, it's related to something you're putting a lot of energy into, so maybe that could be a project for you. If you're in school, I would say you've been studying hard, trying to finish out your exams for closing out the semester. I would also say that, if you've been in the company, like I said, they have high expectations of us, which means that, they're expecting you to go full load so that, sales are maxed out for the year, right? So there's definitely a lot of, I would say, focus toward this, which is, maybe as a result, you'll get a nice bonus or something like that. All right, let's keep clarifying the Sun card. What else is so wonderful here for you at the start of the month? Emperor, maybe, yes, this is a card of achievement, right? But maybe for some of you, as I was saying, maybe you'll get a nice bonus at the end of the year. I feel like for some of you that you are maybe going to get a new position, or there is the opportunity for some of you to level up at the office in some way, shape, or form, where you now become a leader. You are maybe in a management position where you get to be, running a group of people, making decisions, having a lot of authority in which to do so. Let's clarify the Sun with one more card. Clarifying the Sun, please. Card to clarify the Sun, please and thank you. Truly grateful. Seven of Cups tells us that you have choices, you have options, right? So if this is let's say this is a work thing, you've been working really hard and they want to offer you this leveling up, that might be a choice for you to say, yeah, I want to take that new position. It could be a choice for you to say, you know what, that's great, but I also want some cash, right? Or I also want them to start paying my cell phone, or, other things that you might have an opportunity to negotiate. That's what I want to say here. It's an opportunity for negotiation, an opportunity for leveling up. Because you've been working so hard and it's paying off and they're appreciating it, because definitely the Sun card is out. Because of that wish card, I'm going to say, be wise with your choices. Put together a nice package for yourself. Decide what is the best opportunity, because when you ask for it, you have the wish card If you wish it, you will probably be granted it. All right? Now, let's clarify the Six of Swords. Things are definitely moving in the right direction for you. You're on the right path, and you're kind of going along quite swimmingly here in the second week. Let's clarify the Six of Swords. Let's find out where you're moving toward. You're making a lot of shuffling, a lot of, spinning of plates, maybe doing a little bit of juggling in that second week. As I said, things are heating up as we get to the end of the year, heating up in many ways. We start to get a bit more stressed with the end of the year, in the sense that, you start to think about, oh, not only do I have to do all this work before I go on my Christmas holidays, I have to start my Christmas shopping, and I have to, figure out what we're going to do for, the Christmas party, or whatever else it might be, okay? Now, let's continue to clarify that Six of Swords. Yet, having to just face anything, the sort of all the stuff that's going on for you in this month is what I'm feeling. I'm really feeling like I said, there's a lot, I think everybody loves to take holidays around that time of year, but it's almost worse than the amount of work that you have before you go on the holiday, and then the amount of work that you have when you come back from the holiday. It's crazy. So it's just facing all of this, realizing you have a lot to do, and you're going to have to sort it all out, and how you're going to get it done. But you are moving on the right path, and things are going nicely. You're just maybe going sort of slowly at it, but that's okay. You have the Seven of Wands, which is a very nice card as well, which is a card of conviction, a card of saying, I am who I am, this is what I do, this is my skill set, this is what I'm capable of, take it or leave it kind of thing, all right? So you'll get done what you can get done. That's about all you can say, right? You're going to work as hard as you can, and the rest you'll have to leave. Now, in this third week, I do feel there is some, now the stress is amping up, is what I want to say. So, first of all, I just want to let you know that it's quite temporary. As I said at the beginning, I feel somebody is experiencing some headaches. There's somebody here that perhaps is experiencing some thoughts that are accumulating, which are coming to the surface. And I would say that you have to let it flow, okay? Let's clarify this card a bit, because I want to find out a bit more about it. Yeah, you need to, either you have not been being fulfilled, or you're lacking this fulfillment, but you want to make sure that you are well, that you are healthy, that you're not taxing yourself. As I said, your thoughts need to flow. I would just say you do want to try and relax here. We'll get into that in a little bit. But I do want to say for some of you in a romantic situation, that you in this last week want to ensure that there's a lot of tenderness between you. And maybe you even want to try, because maybe something hasn't been working, maybe you want to try to plan a beautiful weekend away, somewhere where you guys can relax, okay? The stress of the month has been crazy, and I feel like, if that's important to you in your partnership, because the stress of the month has kind of driven a wedge there, I would say try and get back to that. Now, I don't know who that's for. Again, it's not for everybody, but there's certainly some people out there who need to hear this. All right. All right, let's continue to clarify this Three of Swords. Okay, you have the, where did it just go? I just had a card in my hand, and it flipped over, and I just lost it. Where did it go? That's so weird. Let me just find it. I know it flipped here somewhere. And I think it was the 5. Let me just see. I think it was the 5, or Five of Pentacles. Was it the Five of Pentacles? What happened to it? That's so weird. It flipped over. I saw it, and then I went to go pull it out, and I don't know, got buried. Oh, no, sorry, it wasn't the five. It was the two. It was the Two of Swords. Oh, man, I must be on crazy because of this illness. Okay, so you have this Two of Swords, and I actually, right away, I'm glad I found it, because as I saw this, I got a very distinct message from this card. Okay, so in this Two of Swords, I really felt like for somebody has some nervousness about meeting family during the holiday season. I don't know who that's for, but I felt it immediately, and I had to get that message out. I feel like you're quite nervous here about, how do I treat these people? Do I avoid them? Do I not avoid them? Do I have to talk to them? Do I not have to talk to them? I don't even have anything to talk to these people about. You should, if this is you, I would definitely say don't avoid them, okay? You gotta, obviously quite the contrary, okay? I'd say you can ignore some things, and, remember that this, in the holiday season, we tend to get together with family, and some of us sometimes can be the butt of everybody's joke when you get there and you go, oh my God, why did I bother coming here? Okay. And I just want to say, it's just jokes. Okay. And, obviously, if it's your family and friends, they all care about you, but sometimes that, I know, can be hurtful at the end of the year, because it's like a buildup, and we just want to, it just also, everything all comes to the surface, all right? Especially if you have all these feelings that I've talked about that are coming to the surface. So I do feel that for you, that there's some nervousness there, or you just don't know, you want to spend time with your family because oh, I'm going to go there and they're just going to be laughing at me all the time, or, they're always going to be saying something about me that I don't like, all right? So just hang in there is what I want to say. But because, I do feel like, I don't feel like, it's that bad, okay? All right, let's continue to clarify this Three of Swords. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. It's it's just a down time, because you started the month really well, and now the wheel is spinning here, and it's what's up must come down. Now the Four of Swords here is a card of relaxation. It's a card of stepping back. It's a card of healing. And I do feel for you, as I said, for those of you that are having these issues of thoughts coming up, I would say you might want to do some yoga. You want to get maybe a massage, relax a little bit at the end of the year here. It's been a long hustle and bustle, I will say. And it's like you want to take refuge in your home and just be with, the people that you care about. And that's why I also said that if, you need to do some nurturing there with your loved one, then this is the time to do it. Maybe just take that last week and, take a couple days away if you can afford to do that. And if you can't, just make your home a sort of spa and just really do some pampering of yourself. So let's clarify the Four of Swords, please. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. Relax, release, let go. You can let the hustle and bustle of everything just fade away, all right? So you're looking for stability. You have a four, clarifying a four, that's for sure. And sometimes when we release, let go, and just get back to, feeling good again, that is the way we reach a certain sense of stability, all right? Justice, yeah, just everything balancing out, balancing yourself out, getting the head, the heart, the health all in check. And you end on a very beautiful note there with the Nine of Cups. So if you do all of that releasing and you let it all go, you have another wish card there. So I just want to show that to you. You see? 2 9 of Cups. Amazing. 2 9 of Cups. That's fabulous. Make a wish, my friends. Make a wish. All right. Okay, I'm going to pull for you now a card from the Animal Spirit. Okay, it is the Giraffe. I'll show it to you and then I'll read it to you. Giraffe, Visionary. And it says, rise above earthly matters. Glide through life with grace. You are able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth. And love with a big heart. It's a very, very beautiful message for you, Aries, for the end of this month. All right, my lovelies. Now, thank you for sticking with me through to the end of the reading. And if you are interested in winning a package, a free package of 4 personal tarot readings, 100% for you, no money involved. I say that again, no money, because I want you to know that if somebody reaches out to you claiming to be Universal Wisdom Tarot and they're asking you for money, no, that is not me. All right? 4 different readings in the package. You will find out what that 4 different readings are if you are a winner. Free for you to subscribe. Very, very simple. Number 1, or free for you to be eligible. Number 1 is to subscribe. If you've already done that, great. Don't click again. You'll unsubscribe. Number 2 is to like this video. Click the like button. And number 3 is to leave me a comment that just says, spreading love across the world. All right? Write that in there. Spreading love across the world. Now, if you get to the comments box and you forgot, don't worry. Just put a heart emoji in there if you really want. All right? All right, and I would just let you know that in January, the winners will be notified in the usual way. I will put a post in the community tab, so that's one way you'll find out. I'll do a video, not sure if it'll be short category or regular category, but there will be a video done, and I also respond to the comments. But realize this won't be done until like the first week of January. So get in on this action because it is a fabulous prize. All right, my friends, I want to wish you a wonderful, safe, and happy holiday season, whatever you may celebrate. And I look forward to reading for you again in 2025. And until then, please know I am wishing you divine light and love.